Hello everybody and bright blessings. Lady Leeanna here with another edition of Tarot Card Lessons Made Easy, where we had been highlighting the major arcana and have moved already into the minor arcana, starting with the Ace of Wands and working our way up so far 2 cards at a time, and now we are on the Five of Wands and Six of Wands. You should already have your tarot cards dug out, the Five of Wands and Six of Wands, so that you could look at them along with me, and that way I don't have to actually hold the cards up throughout the entire show. Here's the Five of Wands. It's a card of struggles, obviously. And then here's a card of the Six of Wands. Some people also call them staffs. I've also heard of them called batons in this day and age, but the oldest terms were staffs or wands, also staves. Anyway, the Five of Wands and Six of Wands, the Six of Wands being a card of victory for the most part. Anyway, we're going to take these cards apart, little by little, taking each symbol apart and covering it, talking about what it means in the upright position, then taking the card in the downside position and covering it as well. Now, as most of you know, the cards in the reverse position are almost always the total opposite of what the card is in the upright position. But there are some exceptions to this rule, and I usually cover them in the cards as we go over that particular card. Anyway, so picking up the Five of Wands now, and you having yours in your hand, showing it one more time for your pleasure and for your study. You could also pause the video and look this card over extremely well if you don't happen to have a deck of cards of your own presently. Okay, now the Five of Wands shows 5 youths all wearing individual colors of clothing, and these colors could mean different things, but generally it would be the one who catches your eye that you would look into deeply if that's the first symbol that you see. One of them wearing gold clothing with red leggings, one wearing red clothing with greenish leggings, one wearing white clothing with bluish polka dots and green leggings, and so on. And gold can mean money, joy, contentment. Let's see, red, sexual love, anger, frustration. White with blue polka dots, well, that's kind of a generic answer there. White is purity, blue is peace and tranquility, so basically it would be talking about a pure and tranquil individual, you know, and there's some meanings that go with that in the card too, and we'll cover that in just a little bit. Green and red together, meaning rampant money. Green by itself, meaning money. Growth or prosperity can also have diverse meanings, such as, and I'm talking about the green and red together thing still, growth through misunderstanding or miscalculation, things happening in a negative way but having a positive bearing, and so forth. There's a lot of good things here. Let's see. And they're all battling upon the earth, but none of them actually look extremely serious within this battle. Like if they're playing around, like a bunch of kids using sticks as swords and a lot. Meaning that they're not trying real hard for whatever reason. And this could be that, for one thing, the battle doesn't happen to be with other people. Usually people and other symbols represent aspects of yourself rather than other people. Sometimes it can mean the other people though. But battles within yourself is one thing that the card can represent. battles and struggles within life and obtaining what it is that the subject is asking about within their reading. If they're asking about love, it may mean that the one that they want to be with is struggling against that or denying them, putting them at bay or whatnot. Or there could be battles within their relationship that would be surely ending it, you know, in the long run. If the Lover's card is turned and reversed with this card, along beside this card. Let's see. It may mean that if someone is asking about their job, struggles or battles in respect to other cards, of course, within their layout, struggles or battles and making it toward the top to achieve that higher position, where there may be other people struggling to get the same position, although they're not playing underhandedly against each other. They are trying to hold their own merely and getting that new position, but with respect to the other people. Let's see. Now, if there is an upside down page of sword along with this, it may mean that there's a wolf among those that are trying to make their way to the top that would try to cut their throat, stab them in the back or whatever because they want the position likewise. But again, you're playing in other cards into that layout to help determine where it's going with that. Nonetheless, battles or fights, conflicts within yourself or within a business and making your way to the top, or starting a business against other businesses of the same, where they all respect each other, but quite typically, you know, they are trying to get what they want likewise, and it's quite understandable. Battles of life. You may have many creditors that are out to get you, and you may be behind on several bills, and this could be represented within these cards. Of course, they're going to try to get their money by sending bills or threatening notices, but there's not a physical battle going on there. So lighter scaled battles, people respecting each other but trying to combat you while making their way to the top as well. A relationship where you may have your conflicts but could get past it, where you may not actually be fighting, or you may be having light arguments, but nothing that will end you unless the cards around it dictate that it's a lot harsher than what it is. Now, in the upside down position, with the same card, the Five of Staffs, Staves, or Wands, it talks about unstable ground, having a battle against another person, but your case is not stable, that you may be being petty. Also, you may be fighting against a losing battle. It shows also, in regard to other cards, battles ending, or a battle ending. Could even be a battle inside yourself ending, but battles coming to a close, regardless of what the matter, as I read to you in the upright position, all of those situations coming to an ending, and the outcome could be either positive or negative, depending on the cards that would be around it. So it doesn't try, this whole card really doesn't try to lay a basis as to whether it's good or bad, but rather that there are uncomfortabilities, they could be fixed, and it's both positive and negative in the upright and upside down position. So this is one of those exception cases that I was talking about in the beginning of the video. Nonetheless, in the upside down position, it is good in the way that it represents a battle that's ending, you know. However, it does have a negative meaning that you may have an unstable case if it's a court matter, or if it's a battle against somebody that you're arguing with or whatever, and your case just isn't that great, you know, or that you may know that you're wrong and you're being petty and so forth. But, you know, let's see. So that would wrap up the understanding as per the Five of Wands, Staffs, or Staves from from here on out referred to as ones, okay? Because that's what I personally have always referred to them as, and it's what was taught to me from the earliest books long ago, 32 years ago or so. Anyway, so, you know, not a bad, not an entirely good card. Let's see. Your Six of Wands now. It's more of a prideful, arrogant card, a card of nobility, a card of prosperity, cheer, and celebration. If you look at it, you'll see that there are many people around that are holding their staffs up high. And the one that is riding the horse actually representing stability, by the way, and is cloaked in green, which means growth. Let's see, the red in the cloak could mean war or battle. It would represent winning in a battle, winning in an affair to do with something that's been strived for. Prosperity within a business, or foundationalism, that it will survive, to keep pressing forward with it, that you're doing something right. Also, the six senses, the gift of the psyche rising higher than the other senses, it should be given homage to within the reading, may represent that the subject of the reading, the one you're reading for, has a certain gift of the psyche, and that they should work to stabilize that so that it could work for them, and they could grow within obtaining that which is rare and yet beautiful. Let's see. A card of nobility, aristocracy, or aristocracy, some would say. A place of power. Being prideful, somewhat arrogant, and might fall on your ass later because of that, but so far and right now, doing good, winning and victorizing. Let's see. A horse is a symbol of stability on its own, and that which upholds someone. May represent a business that is carrying someone, is keeping someone stable in life, doing good by them and supporting them. May represent also a boss that favors an employee, and that employee will grow higher within their ranks. And it's an assured success card. Let's see. The people cheering can represent a party, a celebration of the creation of a house or a business. Let's see. The winning of battle. The winning of a battle that transpires within oneself. The good end. And being able to celebrate because you finally completed a goal. That's what this card represents. Actually, a very beautiful card. I always uphold it as though it were as important as a major arcana card itself. And so do a lot of other people within my same field. It is a beautiful card. Everybody loves to see this one pop up in their reading. Now, in the reversed position, talking about the same card, the Six of Wands, it means degradation, failure, lack of funds or money to complete a goal, the inability to finish what one started, the failing of a business or of an enterprise, fear of a victorious enemy. Watch out for a battle or fight. You will lose. Let's see. Instability within yourself can mean going loco or crazy. Of course, you might not want to break that to your subjects if it's referring to them. Let's see. If you see it in your own card, you might want to worry if the other cards around it represent, say, like the Temperance card to do with imbalance, and all of that in the upside down position. But we aren't going into all of that. But, you know, it's a card of loss, failure, degradation, and not being able to obtain what's wanted. Also, if a person is asking if they have a certain amount of the gifts within psyche, then it may be saying no, unfortunately. Anyway, so it could be a negative card pretty much in the upside down position with this one. You really don't want it. In the upright position, it's a gorgeous card. But nonetheless, you should study your cards at least 20 minutes a day on each card, just meditating on it, see what you get out of it. We didn't even touch upon the wreath on the head. What does it mean to you? I kind of like to leave this open, you know, and let you guys tell me what you think about it. Because it does have a very important meaning, you know, altogether. That concludes this edition of Tarot Card Lessons Made Easy, and where we've highlighted the 5 and 6 of staffs, wands, or staves. Okay, and I hope you've enjoyed, you got out of it everything that you need. They're very, very simple cards, and very plain and to the point. So rest on that for now, and stay tuned for our next video that will be soon to come out, where I really do appreciate you guys and you're joining me in these shows. Y'all take care of yourself, and bye bye for now.